MacBean. I'm adjunct faculty in the Glendale Community College Dance Program. I'm so proud of being a part of this program. Dance has really changed its meaning over time throughout my lifetime. I started out just falling in love with ballet, as a young girl, and my parents would take me to the ballet, and I wanted to be a ballerina. That's kind of how it started. And I love the discipline and the grace and the way that the technique really made me feel my power and my strength, and also my weaknesses, and I really had to work hard. And I went to UCLA for the dance program. I was really exposed to different types of dance styles, and my world opened up to what dance could be. I remember at UCLA during that time, I saw Bill T. Jones's Last Supper at Uncle Tom's Cabin / The Promised Land. I remember sitting in the audience after the show was over and not leaving until the last person had left the theater. I was the last person sitting in that seat. It was such a profound experience for me. There were moments in the dance that Bill T. Jones was sitting at a table with a religious figure. Different religious figures each night, and they were talking about the meaning of life. And I was like, oh my gosh, this could be a dance? Yeah, this can be a dance. I remember the first dance I choreographed was inspired by Pablo Picasso's Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, painting that he did of I believe it's 5 women. And they're all portrayed in a kind of cubist style, and I used that as a kind of metaphor for how I felt as a young woman, and how I felt I was looked at, and how I felt I had to wear certain masks. And that was just the beginning of kind of my deepening in thinking about what dance could be. So many things. Dance can be protest, it can be healing, connecting to yourself and your own soul and your body, but also connecting us to each other. I worked with Meredith Monk. I had the fortune of being her personal assistant and then performing with her in a couple of pieces in New York. And she was a huge influence on me. She is a composer and a choreographer and a filmmaker. Her influence was that I got to be involved in her daily practice, and I got to see her creative process. That was a foundation for me to begin to try to develop my own personal creative practice and what that could be. How can I work at this art making? How can I bring integrity to my work as a human and as an artist? I became a teacher, and for 18 years I taught middle school and high school dance, and I have to say those students were great teachers to me. There were moments when I cried in class watching the beauty of pure, youthful presence and abandon and passion. And there were moments when I saw the pain and the suffering of trying to mold yourself into something that you're not. In the dance studio, it's a place full of mirrors, and you can't hide from yourself or other people. And I think especially working with a lot of teen girls, a lot of stuff came up around what it means to grow into being a woman and how we can foster kindness and forgiveness and playfulness in our growth. I had my dance company, the Big Show Company, which is a kind of it's a collective of artists. We work with movement and theater and visual art and original music, and we create it all together. And being a part of a communal experience really brought me to think about teaching differently. I didn't want to be a top-down teacher. I wanted my group to feel like a family. I really do try to make my students feel like they're a part of something. They're not just showing up and doing work, but they're a part of a community that we build together. And I have had some of my GCC students say to me, your class wasn't just a class, it was an experience. It makes me super happy. That is my goal. I'm very inspired by the students, and I always feel incredibly honored and fortunate to get to be in the dance studio or in the classroom with the Glendale Community College students. I learn a lot every time I step into the classroom. So that's my story, my dance story. I hope it inspires you. I hope that you'll show up to a dance class or a dance history class and come experience the passion that I have for dance, and that I think that I can maybe get through to you and get you excited about what dance can be. Bye! Thanks for listening.